so before your video comes up, you're using how's that in topical ecdysterone working for you so far?
The super concentrated transdermal, right?
Yeah, the super concentrate. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's working excellent. And yeah, honestly, I'm only in week 3.
Yeah.
So, I can't imagine where this is going to be at 6 weeks, 9 weeks, 10 weeks. I saw one of your videos where you had stayed on for like 8 months.
I've been on this for going on 2 years now. So,
Wow.
yeah. So I started right after I did a contest. Let's see, 2022. I did my state classic physique masters contest or whatever, and I won the whole masters division, and I took last place in the whole masters division. So there's only one of us. So, but yeah, first and last, right? So
you had the guts to get up there. That's more than most people.
Well, I kind of wanted to give it a shot here in middle age, and it'd been quite a while. But after that, I heard about ecdysterone, turkesterone, and it jogged the memory. I had read about it 20 years ago or 15 years ago, and just revisited it. And Vigorous Steve put out a call. He says, if anybody can make an injectable of this successfully, let me know. Well, I thought, sure, I can do this. And so I started working on it, and I lost him about the time I started questioning some solvents and stuff. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm out. so,
It was great, though, because, you had put it all out there. It was fully transparent. The successes and the failures, and ultimately the persistence. And that's what I was really impressed by. And you know what? It will never be a mass marketed product.
No, it's very niche.
But as a way to see what the compound can really do, right? 100% absorption. You're not going to get any better. It really is remarkable, and in many ways more remarkable than the injectable that I used about, I don't know, a dozen years ago now. I had a certain well-known chemist in the bodybuilding field make me an injectable epi.
Okay.
So I had some experience with it prior. I don't know all the particulars. I don't know which solvents you use and whatnot. But this stuff, I can unequivocally say, I've seen more in 3 weeks than, that one, that's for sure. I went back and
oh, wow.
The vasodilatory effect that you speak of, is absolutely there, and probably
good.
Probably not what it could be 100% in me, only because I use large amounts of caffeine and ephedrine. But it's quite noticeable. Within 45 minutes of shooting it's there.
Okay, that's excellent. Well, I wasn't thinking when I sent that to you. I like to send out a sample of the sublingual. You know what I've noticed between this version of the injectable and the sublingual? This version of the injectable, the release time kind of keeps getting longer and longer because I've been playing with it. And I thought, well, maybe that's better. Earlier versions of it, it would release a lot quicker. And so the vasodilation effect you would get very quickly, and it would last for a few hours. It was very similar to like my oral or sublingual version as far as the effects go, but maybe 20% stronger. So this, I noticed, since it's about a 6-hour half-life or so, something like that, it seems to be actually kind of a muted effect, but it lasts longer. So I don't know how, it's a preference, I suppose, but I wish I would have, well, I'll just send you some sublingual sometime to try if you're interested, but that I can put under my tongue, and within 5-6 minutes, I did one video somewhere on my channel where I just stood there for 10 minutes. I took it first thing in the morning without anything else, and then stood there shirtless in front of the camera for 10 minutes and got a pump while I stood there. So,
that was really cool.
Yeah, it wasn't anything crazy and dramatic, but it looked like I'd done a few sets of this or that, or, I thought anyway, but So it's amazing stuff. I'm pretty happy about it.
I think it has, you know what, it has so much potential. And the reason I say that is, you know, I hadn't looked at this before. I was really taken aback. I got on YouTube and saw this 30-day trend challenge that these kids are taking,
Yeah.
and how these kids are on trend and A-bombs, you know, the first day they step into the gym.
Right.
And you know, I never used that stuff. I did all using methyl 1 test when it was legal back in 2003, I think.
Right.
And I put a pound a day on, frankly, for like 2-3 weeks, something like that.
Oh my!
And then I got my blood work back.
Oh my! Let me guess, your LDL was about 265.
I don't remember the LDL as much as my HDLs were
Nothing.
single digit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And mine, my HDLs are usually really high. Ephedrine has a nice positive.
Oh, really? Okay. Mine are always low, so not single digit or anything, but yeah.
But the thought in my head at that point was, right, how can anybody build any real muscle with this stuff?
Yeah.
And I look at ecdysterone as a quote-unquote mild anabolic.
Mm-hmm.
And I use that term not in a negative way, it's, you know, in a positive way. Because when you're putting on a pound a day,
right,
how can your cardiovascular system sustain that? It can't.
No way. That's Rich Piana, let's say. Yeah. He had a bigger by the day program, and Dave Palumbo tells him he tells him to his face, but he says, you're going to die. He says, at your age, at 46, you can't put on a pound a day for 3 or 4 months and not, you know, and sure enough, you know, I mean,
yeah.
Anyway, yeah. I'm sorry, go on. Yeah.
No, that's okay. But I look at ecdysterone honestly as this mild anabolic where, you know, you give me a pound of muscle a month, I'll take that all day long.
Exactly.
Because not only is it sustainable, but you're going to retain most of it, you know? Louis Simmons said something once. I'll never forget it. They asked him about anabolics. He says, I've been on them for the last 30 years or something.
Wow.
I said, well, what's your philosophy on that? And he said, get on a low to moderate dose of something that works and stay on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So not all this, you know, none of this blasting and cruising and all this crap.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, Louis knew the truth. It's the training that matters. Not, you know, everybody's got the same drugs, right?
Right. True. Yeah. But access anyway.
A mild anabolic can be used by young people, by elderly people, by men, by women. You know, all of these issues that you have with harsh androgens don't present themselves with ecdysterone. And in fact, you know, it's the exact opposite. It's almost all upside.
That's what's crazy about it. I feel like I'm like people are going to see me as a snake oil salesman when I list the benefits, but it's true. You know, lowered blood pressure slightly, better cholesterol, you know.
Yeah. Though, as soon as you have a product, people will call you a snake oil salesman.
Yeah.
But you're 100% right to be onto this. I think the work that you've done is tremendously important. It's an amazing contribution.
Well, thank you very much.
And I can tell you, from being an advocate for this compound for the last 30 years,